Hi viewers, welcome to all. Here we are discuss about a project FPGA implementation of epileptic seizure detections using ELM classifier. The electroencephalography signals are widely used to determine the brain disorders. These ECG signals are used to record the electrical activity of human brain, and this epileptic seizure is characterized by abnormal electrical activity in the human brains. Okay, so once this epileptic seizures occurs at inconvenient moments in seizure patients, it causes unexpected death. By analyzing this ECG data signals, it allows for the detections and predictions of epileptic seizures, and it challenging task to analyze accurate predictions. For that, with the help of hardware and real-time FPGA implementation detections to predict more accurate epileptic seizure detections. In this method, a bandpass finite impulse response with analyzed a separate range, that means delta, theta, alpha, beta and gamma brain rhythms. Okay, here delta will take 0 to 4 hits and theta will take 4 to 8 hits and alpha will take 8 to 12 hits and beta will take 13 to 30 hits and gamma will take more than 30 hits. Okay, so based upon this signal we are construct a filter design. Okay, FIR filter design. This proposed work presents the ECG signals and classifications of normal or seizure signals is done by using a extreme learning machine. Okay, it classifies an area and power delay detections of the proposed work integrated with a truncated multiplications instead of multiple constant multiplications method in all bandpass filters and feature extractions methods and ELM classifications method. Okay. Finally, this proposed work was designed in Verilog HDL and synthesized in Xilinx Vertex 5 FPGA and compared all the parameters in terms of area, delay and power. Now we can verify the base paper. This is a base paper title and base paper abstract. Okay. Here this paper is mainly focused for this extreme learning machine algorithm. Okay. And this is the overall top model, the proposed flowchart of the design. Okay, here they are given as an input EEG signal. Okay, and this signal will be given to the FIR bandpass filter. Okay, so this EEG signal we are taken from a data set from this website. Okay, this is a epiload topology based dataset website. Okay, so here they are given some files: set A, set B, set C, set D, set E. Okay, so these files we are downloaded. Okay, here F, N, O, S, Z. Okay, each file will have 100 sets. Okay, so Z will have 100 set and S will have 100 sets. Okay, so we need to give this values to the input as EEG signal. Okay, and for that we are use this file. Okay, so this is a files. Okay, so we are written a file reading code and will be taken this values. Okay, so after that we are given this FIR filter with the different coefficients method, that means a delta band, theta band, alpha band, beta band and gamma band. These frequencies will be given on here. Okay, and this coefficient generation we are generated from the MATLAB tool. So this is a reference for delta 0 to 4 hertz. This is a coefficient and this is a theta. Okay, coefficients alpha. Okay, and the coefficients and beta equal to 13 to 30 hertz coefficients, and this is a gamma. Okay, so here we are used Fs is equal to 100 megahertz and Fc equal to 30 hertz. Okay, that means Fs means sampling frequency and Fc means cutoff frequency. Okay, so based upon that we are generated this coefficients and it will be given into the FIR filter design. Okay, and after that we are taken the data to modeling using linear predictions. This modeling using linear predictions equations method they are given on here, and the feature extractions method they are given on here. Okay, this is a feature extractions: energy, spectral enterprises and power, spectral density. Okay, and ELM classifications is the next part. Okay, it will be given on here. Okay, so this is a structure of SLFN. Okay, so this is the equations for ELM algorithm. Okay, and after that we'll be get a normal ECG signal and abnormal ECG signal. Okay, so now we can verify the Verilog HDL coding. This is a coding part of test bench. Okay, here we are used as a ECG modulation. Okay, so here we are given a different data sets. Okay, so F, S, O, N, Z, okay, all the things. Okay, and this is a top module. Okay, so here we are given as the ECG enable ECG data and band selection. Okay, so why we are using this band selections means here we are used all the filters. In the base paper they are given only one input to this modeling using linear predictions. Okay, but which one we need to use, okay, we don't know, so we need to test all the things. Okay, that's why we are used one band multiplexer on here. Okay, so we will be construct all the filters and this output will be given to this multiplexers. Okay, so based upon this band selection we will be choose we are needed a delta signal, theta signal, alpha signal, beta signal or gamma signal. This filter output we are given into the band multiplexers, and this band multiplexers output will be given to modeling linear predictions and feature extractions and ELM classification. For this proposed work we are used truncated multiplier. The truncation multiplier is commonly used to reduce the number of logic gates in the multiplier. Okay, it will present n output for n into n multiplication. That means a equal to 8 bit means b equal to 8 bit means the output will be 8 bit. If you are used other multipliers means it will be take 16 bit size of output. Okay, so based upon that the internal and external area part will be reduced. Okay, so here we are used the output is 8 bit. Okay, so we need to construct the FIR filter also 8 bit. Okay, this is a truncation part used in the FIR filter. Okay, and after that the modeling linear predictions and feature extractions part. Okay, so everything we are designed with the 8 bit only. Okay, we are having the existing code structures, it's also having 16 bit size. Okay, so this is the existing model, it will be present with the MCM multiplication. Okay, and this is the existing code. So these things will be constructed with the 16 bit size of feature extractions. Okay, based upon that the area will reduced automatically. Okay, here in this feature extractions code we are used energy and entropy and PSD signals. Okay, so in this PSD signals we are used with the FFT part. Okay, so it's a 16 point radix for FFT point. Okay, and we will shown the simulation part of the design. Okay, so this is the existing part. Okay, with the 16 bit size. Okay, so here filter output you can verify these are all the things in 16 bit. Okay, so here this is a test bench. Okay, and epileptic seizure detections. Okay, so these are all the filter output, filter delta, theta, alpha, beta, gamma, and these are the band multiplexers. Okay, and these are modeling linear predictions. Okay, XN, EN and AXN, and these are the feature extractions, energy, entropy signal, power, spectral density and ELM classifications method, and this is the final output. Okay, so we will be taken also output is normal ECG signal or abnormal ECG signal. Okay, so these things will be chosen on here. Okay, so in the ECG modulations code we can give any signals. Okay, so here we are given a F, okay, and 001 signal. Okay, so we can run the proposed thing. This is a F output, okay, of 001. Okay, so you can check the data. So it's will be get a output is normal ECG signal. Okay, so these are the output. Okay, modeling linear predictions, feature extractions. This is a proposed thing with using truncation multiplier. Okay, so ELM classifications method. Okay, so if I change this to some other thing means, okay, just insert and command this line. You can use yes or O. Okay, so whatever you want you can click it and you can run it. Okay, now you can verify the yes output. So it will be showing more noise in the input. Okay, now the signal output it will be showing the abnormal ECG signal will be 1. Okay, so if I change this parameters to n, okay, now we will run the code n. Okay, so now you can verify this is a normal ECG signal. Okay, so if I choose any values on here, okay, if I choose z equal to 001, if you are needed z 55 means you can run it. Okay, the dataset will be support. Okay, so it's a abnormal EEG signal. Okay, and we can analyze the synthesis results of this work. Okay, so this is a synthesis part. Here we can analyze the number of slice registers, number of LUT slice, and number of occupied slices, and IO base, and you can check delay. Okay, so 30.202 nanoseconds, and you can check power. Okay, here power will take 0.592. so this is a proposed synthesized report. Okay, so here you can analyze the RTL schematic. This is a proposed method. So this is a complete RTL schematic. So if you are given as an input to the FIR filter band pass, okay, alpha, beta, delta, gamma and theta. So in this FIR filter we are used with a truncated multiplier. Okay, so here you can analyze it. This is a truncated multiplier. Okay, this is the multiplication part. Okay, and after this filter part, the band multiplexers and modeling linear predictions and feature extractions. In this feature extractions, you can analyze the energy, entropy and PSD method. So in this PSD method, you can analyze the FFT part and multiplication part, and this is the ELM classification part. Okay, the same thing you can analyze in the existing method. Okay, so here this is the existing method. It will be take number of slice registers 4804 and slice LUT is 7678 and IOB is equal to 16 and occupied slices is 2196 and delay it will be take 16.493 nanoseconds and power will take okay 0.630. Okay, and we can show the comparison document of this project. Here this is a comparison for existing MCM multiplier and proposed truncated multiplier. You can check the number of parameters what it will be take. Okay, and this is a comparison analysis chart. Okay, and you can verify the documentation of the project. Okay, so here you can analyze the base paper abstract and improvement of this project, proposed title and proposed abstract, existing system and disadvantages, proposed system, advantages and related notes. Okay, and literature survey, finally references. Okay, thank you.
If you need more video related with VLSI projects implementation, please like and subscribe this channel.